Hi everyone, this is Sarah Fezio, and today I am going to be doing an abstract painting. They're all abstract, I know, when you're pouring, but this I'm actually going to try to give a little bit of composition. So what I'm going to do is take these lighter colors, which I have over here. This is like a Olympic One pearl color. Then I have Glidden white. I have Parchment by Liquitex. I have Artist Loft silver because I had a Glidden gray and I cannot find it, so we're going to use silver. And then maybe some of my other colors, which are Citronette, bright aqua green, burnt sienna, and then I have phthalo blue. So the idea is that there's going to be a background and then I'm going to do a pour on top of it. So I'm going to start with my lighter colors. And I'm probably going to have to turn the canvas at some point because I'm trying to decide if it's easier to swipe this way or to swipe this way. So I think maybe I'll try to swipe this way, if that makes sense. So hopefully we have enough paint. I'm pretty sure I have plenty of paint. I'm not sure if I have enough to get it to do what I want it to do. So at my edge, I'm going to start with some of my white. And I'm just going to pour that along the top. And then this is Parchment. And there's no dimethicone in this. The purpose of this is not to get cells. The purpose of this is to be the background for my pour. I'm not going to let it dry or anything. I'm just going to pour on top of it. And that's all my white paint. So now I have my off-white paint. So it's actually very neutral. Okay. So let's see what we get. Again, there's no silicone or anything in this. Oh my gosh, I hear people outside. There are some small cells in there. I'm okay with that. But that again was not the purpose of this. Oops, sorry. And if I'm not careful, it's going to come off into my cups down here. So I need enough to come over the side. But now I want to add, I don't know if you can see, but like right here, there's cells in there. Not, like I said, not exactly what I was going for. Not bad though. I mean, they're so subtle. The color difference is so subtle that you can't really see it, I'm sure, on the camera. There's something in there. Okay, let's get that out. And I didn't use any gray, but I want to add just a little bit of gray in there. It actually looks kind of like marble right now. And this color actually has a little bit of purple in it. This may actually end up turning into 2 paintings, since it actually looks very pretty. And I have some bright aqua green. There's plenty of paint on here. And I think that this is pretty, but too much silver. In one spot. Okay, so I'm making sure that everything that's coming off, I'm trying to either scoop back up and try to make it go down the side. So that this is a deep canvas. Okay. So I have a little bit of blue in there. Now let's see what this does. Yeah, that's some green in there. Remember, there's going to be a pour on top of this. Ideally. find my color. I know, I'm pretty sure there's not enough paint on the other side over there. And there's absolutely no paint on this side. And there's no paint on that side either. So maybe I won't do a pour on top of it. Maybe we'll do 2 canvases. It actually turned out a lot prettier than I thought. So I only have a few colors on here, but I managed to get some really large cells and some nice cells over here. I wish that looked a little bit different. I don't know. I think I might just keep it as is. So this just goes to show you what happens when your plan is one thing, and I didn't even use all of my colors. So I'm going to look in the monitor. I actually like that, so I'm not gonna mess with it any further, except I am gonna cover the sides. And then, so ideally I wanted it to be a little bit more subtle. It looked way better than I expected it to do. And I like the combination of colors together. And then what I'll do is I'll come back and I'll use all these other colors, and we'll just do some more swiping, or maybe a dirty pour, and see what we get. But I definitely have to get these sides covered. Okay, so here's the dried piece. as you can see, the colors didn't really change much. Now the paint settled, and when I mean settle, sometimes when you use house paint, it doesn't necessarily craze because you cannot see the canvas underneath, but it settles. And so this is a good example in the middle here. And I can't really tilt it. I have to tilt it this way, but there's a light there. So I don't know if you can tell, but there is some texture there. This canvas is too big and there's an umbrella. So you can see right here that there's some texture there. And I use different finishes in the house paint. So some were eggshell, some were satin, and that made a difference as well. So it did settle, is what I like to call it. It's when the house paint dries, it sinks, and it doesn't always sink flat, which is normal. It's not quite the same as crazing, like I said, but with this piece here, I think I'm actually going to do matte varnish. I'll do gloss varnish first, and then I'll do the final coat of varnish, which is going to be matte. I think that will be really nice on this particular piece. So, all right, I want to thank everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I sure did. It's something a little bit different. If you have questions or comments, leave them below and I'll get back to them as soon as I can. Have a great evening. Lots of love. Bye.